Hey, Dr. Ron here with a question for you. Do you predict failure before it happens? I suspect many of you will say, no, that's silly. The reality is that many people do. Anybody who regards themselves as nervous or anxious or have been diagnosed with anxiety, there's a pretty good chance that you are cognitively predicting that something will go wrong before it has, and in many cases, before the evidence that it has, that it will. Uh, it's really important to change the mindset and the phraseology in this regard. You know, anxiety and excitement are often two sides of the same coin. The difference is with anxiety, you think about what can go wrong, you predict that you are not going to be successful, that some kind of terrible thing will happen to you, and very often you ruminate about it, become more troubled by it, and often become inactive. Excitement is, again, often the same coin but a different side, looking at and expecting the good thing that can happen from the same event. So you have a job application, for example. You can go into it anticipating that you're not going to get it. And what does that do for you? Basically, it causes anxiety. And once you become anxious, you internalize your thoughts. You're focused more on the anxiety. The person who goes in and anticipates success may not be successful, but they generally can be excited about, hey, there's a reason I'm applying for this job because it's a great opportunity. If I am successful, think of what I'll be able to do to meet my objectives financially, career-wise, or whatever it may be. Same thing happens with everything. Going into a social event very often terrifies people and results in them thinking about, hey, I'm going to have a lousy time. I'm not going to know anybody. If I try to talk, I'll make a fool out of myself, and so on. Thinking about it as excitement can enable the person to go in there thinking about, hey, this is a great opportunity. It's a social event. It's a happy time. I may be able to meet some new friends, and I can let people know about me. That mindset can take you to some form of committed action. If you're expecting to be successful, you can go in there with a strategy to create success and to make yourself be positive. It's a real difference in experiences whether you go in there feeling negative or positive. So remember, internalizing this feeling of what can go wrong, what is going to be the problem, how will I mess up this time, that will build more and more anxiety. Excitement, focusing on the outside, not on what you're experiencing inside, focusing on the potential for success, will help you to create the conditions for success. Now, again, that doesn't guarantee anything. What it does do is that it enables you to lead your life in a less stressful way. And if, failure does occur, first of all, I like to think in terms of non-successes instead of failure, but if failure does occur, it's going to happen, but you will know that you didn't have to spend weeks leading up to the social event or this job application process or whatever, internalizing and feeling nervous. Try it on a small scale, on something not very important. Try and be excited about it rather than being anxious about it. See if it doesn't make a difference. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen if you're committed to thinking more positively and focusing on being excited rather than being anxious.